castle.
That's it.
But there's a chap who was looking at the other end while I was coming back. See quite a few before we head back.
Only if they come through in 4 minutes.
We've got a castle.
They're quite reading, they're all the same.
I don't know, is it going to be a special one? It's the same one we saw earlier. Yeah, and they came back. But I didn't see 3 fronts of it when it came through the other way. No. Probably be a castle, wouldn't it? Branchsquale. Is it a castle? Off it goes. Could be a silver dragon. It could be. Definitely not, it's going to be going to Bristol. It is stopping. I didn't really want the name of the castle it was. Yeah. I don't think it's a special one though either. that's it. It's a javelin, isn't it? Very hard to say. Actually, it's the thingy one.
So, that's
Excuse me, guys. Losing my voice because I only just finished eating dinner. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing a running model trains slash doing a chat video for this channel. Been a little while since we last did a sort of chat video thing for this channel. So we're just kind of doing a mixed combo of things today. And I'm also going to clean the track as well before we run the trains, which is always a good idea. So get the track cleaned, get the trains running, and a chat, which is probably going to be the not the last thing, but certainly going to be the last one to think about, I guess. I'm just don't want to chat while I'm running trains really, but we're going to run 3 HSTs today, as well as the freight train, if we can, in the time frame we've got available. And hopefully get her up and running as well today. Clean her wheels recently, don't know how well they turned out, but we'll see during the operation. Here's my biggest diesel I got in my collection, is 66. But don't think I need lights right now, but we might well do it towards the end of the video. So we'll just try our best for filming wise today. Just going to avoid not to step on anything. So I'm having a little chat with you guys as well while I'm getting the track cleaned. Yes, I got my track cleaning solution last week, and I'll tell you what, the bottles and the pipettes and the syringe and the actual scrubbing tool for the track, yep, you can still get them, but however they are stinky now. When I last showed you the track cleaning solution products I get for my trains and for the track, I have showed them before, but look how tiny they are now. They're ridiculously tiny. I remember when these were quite big, and they have just shrunk into this tiny little pipette bottle thing. It's tiny, it's literally bonkers. So yeah, it is really crazy how expensive the stuff is. So yeah, it's not a cheap thing to have. This set, all the equipment came with the liquid itself. Cost me £16.50, and I'm also going to do a little comparison video for my next video, not today, but I think tomorrow video or something towards the end of the week, do a comparison video, to do basically a one sort of comparison of price of model trains. I'm not doing it this video because I've got too much to go through in this video for today anyway. So for tomorrow's video, there's a chat video for tomorrow. It's to do with train stuff actually. So, but I'm going to mainly just focus on talking about that sort of topic for this evening's video, which means that hopefully I won't need to do that one tomorrow. That's the hope. Why am I sitting on the floor? Well, this is where the train stuff is. So, what I'm now going to do with my Volvic mixed summer fruits bottle. And it's Volvic water because with fruit in it. It's very nice, but I don't have them too often. But they're not too bad on price, they're like £1.5 or something. So they're not heavily pricey like some other things, but they're not bad for what they are. So I want to discuss about a few things, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like, comment, subscribe, turn on bell notifications. You can follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, and you can also follow my Facebook account if you want to, but you don't have to. I go for a couple of squirts in the pot, so that way it can get me around the whole track. I know some people like to use less than that, but because of my layout is a little slightly bigger than some people's layouts, it's not the biggest one I had in the layout form. It can be very big, and I have had big model area layouts before. Because that I got down to a smaller size during we moved in this new property last year. Because my big layout would never fit in this house, so it meant plenty of things that couldn't fit onto this room. I mean, having this board in this room means that I can have free range to move myself around. Obviously I have to bear in mind that the state of every layout I own. Will I ever go back to having a bigger layout? I don't think I would, simply because this board is perfect for having a heritage line. So, I mean, some people would say it's great if you want to have something to run any to neutral stock on this layout. I think it depends on what your layout is going to be based on. If your layout is going to be based on something very particular, like, you know, as I said, a heritage line, then sure, this layout would be more suited for you. But I mean, for me, it's perfect for what I want to do on it. And being that my layout is going to be dedicated to the HST, the British HSTs, and I've been shipped over the continent, sad to say, but I'm going to be dedicating my layout to those sets, with the one exception to the freights, and that would be it. So it would be 43s and a couple of different freight trains on it. So there would be a 66, maybe a 47, maybe a 56, and obviously the 66, as I said before. So that would be in the DB Cardo livery, which I got already. I just put it down to one side. How clean does this track get? Well, if you've got the right stuff, the stuff for the track can be perfectly spotless, squeaky clean once you've got the right equipment. As I say, you got to get to the right equipment first. And I got to go around the whole layout, literally the whole layout, to head to toe to get the whole thing cleaned. Yes, this curve here has been done. The street down here leading up to the level crossing section has been done. You also have a little cleaning swab, which is good behind pickups on your training wheels of your train, and they're also good for over points and things like that. They are quite good for things like that. Some people are going to ask me what I'm going to do with the tank locomotive. She is not in the best condition at the moment. I'm still working on her to see if I can get her fixed up and see if we can get her running. And maybe in the summertime, once I've done that work on her, hopefully we might see if we can get her moving again. It's been a while since she's run, but as I say, I don't really tend to focus on steam engines so much in my layout. These are hybrid sets, so tend to be what I tend to focus on. So like the 43s, things like that, they tend to be my go-to looking for things. I mean, the Valtors interest me on the main line, but I mean, to be honest, mainly this year when I'm filming, mainly Valtors this year, there won't be any 43s unless I go down in Cornwall, but there will be some 43s with the Valtor version, the Pullman, which is supposed to be going back down from up country, and then it's supposed to go down Penzance from Dartmouth and then back out the country again. Supposed to do that a couple of times during the summer holidays this year. And we've got some Valtors coming up in a few weeks' time on the 4th of May. That's when we've got 2 Valtors coming down. How's the trains going? You're talking about trains are going to be cleaned. As I say, the Valtors are brilliant trains, but certainly certain ones can be. How good is track cleaning solution stuff for cleaning tracks? Cleaning tracks with the track cleaning solution is brilliant stuff. Very pricey for what it is, like £17 for a pot for one of these, and you're probably going to buy a bundle of these for about, I would say, £35 to £40 if you want to get a whole bundle of like £6. Well, not £6, but yeah, you can get a fair amount of them for about 10 of them for like £4.50. And that will last you probably several weeks, 7 months, even years. Depends how much you use of it. But yeah, I remember getting that stuff and it will cost me less than that. I mean, that should ought to tell you how much the pricing inflation of hobby stuff is now. The price of having a hobby like mine is very, very pricey. I mean, more pricey than video game players, I think, now. If the price of games can cost you £20 to £30 depending on the game for any console. But for Model Railway, it's usually double that now. It's bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. So the price that people pay for their stuff now. I mean, there's a lot of people who want to get into the hobby of model railways, and they probably find themselves they can't because they don't have the funds to do so. Which means that every new generation of people who want to get into the train hobby industry, either it's model thing or the real thing, going out and driving trains in real life, and the cost of owning a model set. I mean, I'm going to do a comparison video on this sort of topic tomorrow on price difference between each model I own. But basically, the concept of having a model railway, because literally the idea of having a model railway in the modern day world without either working for it or, having a decent income to own one. I would say my average of my hobby can cost anything between, I would say, a minimal. Don't worry about the noise of the door, because my mum's got her bedroom windows open, so it's making the door rattle on my bedroom door. But yeah, the price of a hobby, of my particular hobby of trains, costs me the average of £300 up to about £2,500 a year. I'm not even joking, that's not just the track, the trains, the wagons, the coaches, all the accessories that you might want to put in your layout. Also the track cleaning solution. Track Magic's brilliant stuff, however, it's not cheap product to have to clean your track. I have had used other methods before with using hot water and fairy liquid. I have used that method before, but it's not great. It makes the track very slippery, and it means the trains won't pick up traction to make them move. They will slide, which means that the track won't give it enough grip when they're in action with pulling it over the train or freight train system. So it's really not that great when it comes to cleaning track. But yeah, if you want to see the comparison video for having a model railway of different prices between models, I'm going to be posting that one tomorrow, and that topic will be covering how do you get into the hobby, how do you start with them, how can you start your hobby as the cheapest way as possible without paying through the roof or something. That sort of topic will be coming up tomorrow in a type of chat video, but a comparison video with it. So today it's just me saying that having a model railway hobby, for whatever scale you have, is not cheap. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled for tomorrow's video, because that will be an interesting one. I haven't done one in the past few years, something like that. So you have to bear with me while I'm cleaning the track, because yeah, it's gonna be train tracks can be clean as you can make them. I mean, literally, you can make your train track super clean. You just gotta do it wisely when you clean your track. The railways, the model railway industry is not cheap, but again, it's not like very expensive in the way that other things are, but again, you have a big railway, model railway setup, so you're aiming something that's going to be really high quality and performance of your trains, then I think, I don't know how to say it, but I think the best option to have, if you want to have a model railway like that, is to have, it's basically just to take responsibility of being financially it would be challenging, but it can be done. It's probably the easiest thing to do. But I'll say more on that tomorrow's video, really. Just going to try to avoid the standalone thing, because you might as well do that one. I'll put the light on shortly, because we are losing the light in here. Just get all this track cleaned. How clean is this track? Well, as I say, train lines can be very filthy to very clean. It's all just depending on how you look after your track. If you've got a decent track and you've got a decent setup, then the track will last you a long time, and so will the trains and all the accessories that go with it. There's loads of options for some people who like to have a different opportunity. To bear in mind, prices for the hobby is very essential. It can be cheap, but as I say, the rest of I'm going to be talking about in that sort of topic area is going to be for tomorrow's video and not for today. So I'm just going to put the light on in my room and I'll come back once I've done that. Just I want to clean the track as much as possible before we carry on, because I do not want to. I might have to edit a little bit of this video out because I keep getting in front of the camera at times, which is not going to do. That's some footage, right? Well, we've done pretty well, I think. I'm not going to do line 2 today because obviously line 2 is not in proper action at the moment. I had made a start on it during a few weeks ago, but I haven't really done much to it since then. I'll just go over it. Yeah, this train line's going to be a little bit filthy in places, but we'll go over that once we get to that point. I think one more should do it, if I can see the stuff. The carriages haven't been cleaned, but the power cars have on the trains. So I'm going to lean over and just grab the track cleaning solution. It doesn't have anything in it. So we need one more squeeze, I think, and then we should finish off with that. I think that'll be alright. Got one more bit to do. Because that corner there, it wouldn't need to take too long to clean it all round. Maybe one or two squeezes from the bottle. When do the parcels arrive? Oh yeah, before I forget, if you wanted to see the stuff on our Proud channel, then go ahead and watch it. I did an unboxing of my flag. If you want to go and watch that video, links in the description below or above this particular video. Let's put that in the solution. This stuff soaks up with the solution very quickly. How do you clean the track with the solution? It's not too difficult. I mean, the most challenging bit, I think, for me, is to get the curves in. I mean, once you get the track cleaned, you really can make a start in other areas. What's going to happen to the Valtors this year? I don't know. I don't know what their big plan is for the Valtors this year. There's going to be a few, at least two in May, towards the beginning of May actually. There's two on the 4th of May, coming down from up country, and they're half an hour apart from each other, and they're supposed to go through Dawlish. One at 10:33, the other one's supposed to come through at 11:04 AM. So they're both in the morning, just one's a little bit later than the other one. I think for the most part, I cleaned all the track, from this end. I've got a little bit to do around this curve here, around this side. But around here, I think I've done all that. So, just got to finish that corner off and then we're done. It's not too bad, is it? Not really. Not too bad at all, really. So, no more track cleaning solution for tonight. The carriages might be next to be done. Line 2, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do line 2 yet. Means that track cleaning solution, it means I won't need to put any more cleaning product down on that part of the line for a few weeks, at least till even a month. Just need to get around this curve here so I can get into these nooks of the railway. We killed the nooks because they're basically in gaps of the railway. Means that every gap of there we go. Nice and shiny trains. They're all clean right round here as well, because obviously they do set in around the curves here as well. Pretty good going, I would say. It bulks out like that because there's quite a lot of loop and a lot of track cleaning solution still on the swab. I know some people who are bigger louts, they have a machine to push it along, or you can get these handy tools where you're pushing it yourself, but it gets into the nooks a little bit better than this plastic thing. But it does a pretty good job for what you need it for. Suppose I could start getting a little clean on line 2, because we're hoping to get that in full operation soon, but yeah. Oops. So yeah, we'll just put it somewhere for now. I'm not going to put it with the hands in my mouth because I've just been touching the track clean solution, and the last thing I want to do is poison myself from doing that. Right, okay, we're in half an hour battery. I'm done for half an hour at least. I'm going to do a particular video on my companion dog at some point, but right now I'm not going to bother. Right, next thing we need to do then, since we've got the track done, the next thing that I need to get done then is to get the trains moving. Oh yeah, and also if people want to get in city sets, you can buy the stuff. Depends on the 43 you want to. Depends on if you want to buy it in British Rail in city or you want to buy it in for the 47 versions. And before I put that one on, I'm going to go and put on getting some, excuse me, track magic onto the wheel of the one with the pickup for the Carriage of Delights. Step over. Yeah, let's be extremely careful because I don't want to knock anything off or. Yeah, so I need the pipette to be next to me so I can just give these carriages a quick clean over because these are not like the other wheels of the other trains. These are old-fashioned wheels which got these boat alloys around the wheels, so they, because the inside of the wheel is plastic, means that it won't be very functional during operation like the metal contacts around it. Yeah, the wheels look rather clean for their age, but I'm not going to take the risk because one, especially with the pickup one, it's got a lot of grime on it. Even though it probably looks very clean, but in reality it looks rather grubby. And this track cleaning solution does a trick so well, it means that it gets rid of all the grime on the wheel. On any wheel of your wagons, trains, carriages, whatnot, even the track, you can rely on the system. It'll do the job well. Which, to be honest, it does the trick so well. You don't need anything else really to clean them. Just let this soak in to about 5 to 10 seconds, let it do its thing, and if it clears all the grime out of it, you really don't have to worry about anything else. It'll do the trick for you, and it will keep the wheels clean for a long time. I mean, it wouldn't probably keep it clean for years, but I mean, it's possible, I guess. Depends how much you run your trains and you look after your wheels, then they are the best thing. This stuff is brilliant. Bit pricey, but you know, it is very good quality stuff for the track, and especially for the trains. They are great for that sort of thing. Have I cleaned many trains with this stuff? Oh yes. This stuff I have cleaned multiple times with different trains I have over the years. During my 43s, these trains are, well, the 43s in general are my favourite trains, and I always take a responsibility to look after them because I want them to run as many years to come as the 43s go. They're decent trains, but very pricey for the money. I didn't give the wheels clean on this one. And, that's great. I mean, I've already gone for half a bottle by doing this, but sometimes it's necessary. But as I say, I can get more when the next due to get some. The smallest grime on wheels can make it, because that a little bit more less efficient. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. More or less efficient a wheel could become, it means that wheel over time will start to break away from, not necessarily from being not used, but because of the amount of grime it can build up on it, and that can cause things like derailments or shortages in the controllers or the systems that you use for your digital analog layout. It can cause multiple problems if something's faulty or the track is really filthy. It can cause faults, and I have experience of that. Many experiences between my layouts over years. I have had multiple experiences with them, and yeah, it is a kind of thing on layouts. They can be quite annoying when tracks can be a little bit at times where they just don't really want to play ball with you. And yes, it works rather well most of the time, but you have a moment where trains just don't want to play ball with you. You can kind of leave. You think it's because it leaves a bad impression on your own self, really, from that problem. But generally not, it's not that as the problem. But we should have a train up and running in a minute. Push the rest of that back into the actual track clean solution, and I've gone through about a quarter of the bottle, and this is about a 550 millimeter bottle. These use 100 millimeter bottles, but they've come down. Here she goes. I'm gonna get her moving. Keep her moving, looking. Yeah, the Intercity has been loved by many people over the years. I mean, I would say that with true honesty, people do love the Intercity 43 because a lot of people have grown up between the 60s and 70s, and they probably remember them when they were going past on the main line with a top speed of 148 miles per hour. And yeah, I remember during the 90s they were still around just about, but they weren't around for long periods of time at that point in my life. They were quite few and far between when they were during use in that period of time. Railways can be very outstanding looking railways out there in the UK, but in my opinion, I think since they got rid of the HSTs, they just don't look as, I don't know, colourful of the railways. Just gonna get the camera laying down to the track. And just get all the wheels cleaned up. What's wrong with the train? Nothing wrong with the train directly, but yeah. Okay, before I do get the trains running properly, I'm just gonna get the camera down to the track, or close down to the board, and get some close-up shots. I'm going to stick with this particular battery tonight because we're already in 40 minutes of the time. So after I've done my filming, I'll get this edited and uploaded for you. As I say, having a hobby is not cheap, but I will go into further detail about that in tomorrow's video and then tonight. suppose. Like I said before we carry on her wheels, I want to drive around when we've got 3 carriages, so I just thought of an idea before we get the last 3 trains on, because we've got Genia, we've got Castle Set, and then the freight one. Just had an interesting idea, because temporarily use the carriages, bogies from other carriages just for the moment, because I haven't found the proper wheels for this particular carriage and I've really used it in a very long time. Excuse me. And the best thing I could do now is to just give the carriage a try after it's had its work done. Might not look quite into place, but I thought give it a try at least. I mean, what's wrong with giving them these things a try? I think it's worth giving this a try, even it may not look 100% accurate to the train. It's still worth giving it a try, because you never know what it could turn out like. And this, bear in mind, this particular one I put on the front of the actual carriages was the one I painted up yesterday. Well, it's been painted up since Sunday, and yeah, it's it does look a little out of colour, slightly, not by a lot though, but it's not doing too badly for what it is. I think it does kind of shows its true colours in action. I mean, it's not quite true colours of the carriages, but it's not too bad. I wouldn't say it's too bad for what it is. But as I say, it's not 100% accurate, but I just wanted to see what it was like in action with the actual carriages. We'll open up a bit and see how she gets on. Yeah, she doesn't look too bad with it, but I mean, as I say, we could do with another, what do you call it? Another power car at the back to push her. Because I think in reality she would look better with the right thing. She would look better with the right carriage than just a. Well, I think she'll be alright for a Heritage line if I had that carriage on her. But I think in reality, even on the Heritage line, I prefer to make them look more to scale, if you know what I mean. They kind of look more realistic. Because I know Bridgewell Blue is actually the darker blue instead of the lighter one. But I don't know, I mean, some Bridgewell Blues are very light. And this, when they first came out, probably in the 70s, they looked very much like that, but very bright in colour, and they've just toned down over the years from heavy amount of usage. Now we've gone down to 0.5% of the battery. We might not be able to get all the trains running today, but I wanted to give you a fair idea what specs will be changing in the next coming weeks. Right, let's get some close-up shots of that. See if I can get a station side view. One of the best anyway. I don't know if I can. What we can do from here, have a lean over point, But we'll just have one pass by with this one. And one without it. Might have to end the video off here. It's just a random video today. Oh, not looking too bad here. Really. What do you guys reckon? Do you think should it go out? I mean, can't buy it at 50% discount. It does look like a real life campsite, doesn't it? Things is drivable with this set. That's right, full speed this one. I'm not going to do it for one month because I don't really the controller or the motor. So, not bad. We've done the train cloud being fixed and we've done her bodywork and cloud from it. But yeah, she's been a phone platform before. I let her pass by you guys a reasonably good speed, probably 20 miles an hour past through. And we're going to bring her into the station on the camera. Just going to bring her to a stop in front of the camera. And that way we can just end it off here. So there we go. We're going to end off here with the Intercity for tonight. I was hoping to get the Castle set and the GNR 43 as well as the freight. We'll have to run that in tomorrow's video instead, or the other two, and we'll probably run her again tomorrow with maybe some Steam, because I have done some update on the Steam trains. Not all of them, but the particular ones I have. So anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a like, comment, subscribe and turn on post notification. I hope you guys have a great evening, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great evening, have a great day, peace out. Well, carefully, Carson.
That's it.
But there's a chap who was looking at the other end while I was coming back.
Okay, Billy.
See quite a few before we head back.
Only if they come through in 4 minutes.
We've got a castle.
Unbelievable. No point me doing it. We're in the same position.
I don't know, is it going to be a special one? Here comes the castle. It's the same one we saw earlier. Yeah, and then came back. But I didn't see the front of it when it came through the other way. No. Probably be a castle, wouldn't it? Front square. Is it a castle? Silver Dragon. It could be. Definitely not. It's going to be going to Bristol. It is stopping. I didn't really want the name of the car, so it was. Yeah. I don't think it's a special one though either. It's a castle.
Okay, for Friday the 21st to Friday the 28th, £840.
Yikes.
That's for a week. And that thing there,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money.
He's a 4+2, isn't he?